Hello, y'all. Once again, it's another BMBBH. This is Kev, and I'd like to dedicate this broadcast to all you niggas, all you bitches. No, I'm just playing. It's all good as always. Look, just want everyone before we get started that listens to this broadcast, whether you're a hater or a lover of this channel, I want all you to have a good week and prosper. Man, you're not obligated to feel the same way about me. So, with that being said, let's get started. All right, keep in mind of the message scrolling across the bottom of the screen. It should make you aware of quite a few things. So, that would only not work if you can't read. And, we already have this crisis where young black men can't even read at a third grade level, but they know how to shoot up birthday parties. So I don't know. I can't tell you why that's going on because that's not the kind of background I come from. But perception is key. And my perception is when I say things to the normal average person about how bad that kind of thing is, I get treated like the bad guy. You know, being a bad guy takes some nuts, I would have to say, because you have to not care about getting in someone's feelings for telling them the truth. And, just being in this space is evidence enough for me. So I'll try to tie it into how this affects, the presence of black men in many facets of society, including black YouTube, and in particular the black manosphere. But also, maybe you can get a couple pieces from this that will help you navigate better in life because, we're supposed to be the ones here to save this community. You know what I'm saying? People keep giving us this responsibility and shitting on us at the same time. So I don't see how these things are supposed to work. I would like for people to start making it make sense. But, for that's too much to ask. That is far too much to ask. So we get some shout outs in the chat. All right. I don't know if these people are still here, but thank for coming in. I'm sorry guys, I was on CPT, and CPT stands for Colored People Time. And some of you newbies out here would probably say, "Why is he using the word colored? Oh, that's such a bad word." Okay, and let's move on. Um, KP from KC5. They need people like us to point their fucking fingers and say that's the bad guy. Yeah, that could be interpreted a couple ways, but I'll take your word for it. But good to see you, bro. Toya, always great to see Toya. Phil Brad. Okay, hurry up and buy. Yo, 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 late for the show. Let's go. You late for the show. Yeah, yeah, he called me out immediately. You know, for a channel that's called Black Men Being Brutally Honest, I do appreciate the brutal honesty. Just um, man make everything. This is a man's world, but it wouldn't be nothing, not one little thing without a woman or a girl. He's lost in the wilderness. He's lost in bitterness. He's lost. Yeah, they say all of that shit. Yeah, yeah. So I'll check out that link in a second. There's Toya, Phil Brad. LaShawn Jefferson, funny man got to do, but her ass don't have to. Okay. RPM, what's going on? What's going on, everyone? Thank you for being here once again. So, anyway, let's get started. Let's get started. I have to run into a bunch of shit whenever I tell someone the truth, or even if it's in a nice way. There's no correct way to say these things. I've said this in the past. Um, there's no correct way to say these things when telling our people, in particular, because we get told a bunch of shit too. So let me address a couple things. Let me address a couple things. If I'm gonna be the bad guy, I'm gonna embrace it. I'm not, and it doesn't have to be a cussing out thing, a shouting match thing, because this is what I've been trying to do ever since I got here. I mean, the roasting, that's fine. That's for people who are good at that. I could say a few things. I could make somebody chuckle every now and again, but all of that little, oh, oh my God, in hell, fuck you, nigga, oh, fuck your dead family. No, I don't do all that. I don't do all that, and I should hope that I would have an audience that doesn't want to see me do that. I mean, I have my own way of doing things, and that I feel like my way is better. And that's just what it is. My way is better than just cursing you out and trying to joke on you, saying some dumbass shit. That should be beneath me. And with that being said, that is what will make me a better heel. Now, let me Google heel so we understand what the context of being a heel is. And while I tell you, being a heel is like something I watch, WWE stuff like that, and and people have often said that this space is like the WWE. I'll take that over what else they say about the space. But let me see. Heel is basically the antagonist, the bad guy. We're going to talk about antagonism and what it used to mean versus what it means now. And it's real messed up how people see you as a shitty fucking person for just saying common sense things in real life. The reality of being the heel. But if if people feel as if I'm the heel for shit that I say, for caring a little bit besides just like faking it by peacocking or whatever you motherfuckers like to do, then hey, I'll be the fucking heel. It's not a bunch of people that is saying anything different from what anybody else is saying. It's just that, it's just that when you show that you have some common fucking sense, even down to the basics of saying a complete sentence, you will be met with disdain by people who, well, people, they have the same skin tone but look like you. I mean, the key thing for me is just to stop lying to people. Stop lying to people. Embrace who you are for real. I'm not saying that I've been the perfect content creator, but what I'm saying is it doesn't seem that there is any amount of good that you can try to do and it'll be appreciated. I mean, and I understand what that means. People don't like being told that they're stupid. That's pretty insulting, especially when someone says it, when someone says it literally, like, someone telling you that, man, you're being stupid. And I don't expect anyone to take that lightly. When I call someone stupid, I don't expect them to take it lightly. I don't. I'm not green lighting you to be stupid, but if I say no, know this, if I call you stupid, I meant that shit. You're just being stupid right now. If I literally say that, I mean it. It's not something I'm doing just to hurt your feelings. If I say that, you must know that I mean it. But also, I'm a respectful enough guy to not make that my first go to. I'll say that. Being a heel is complicated. It's not something that you should take lightly, but then again, think that is easy. It's not about cursing people out. It's not about calling someone a bitch or an asshole or a sissy or many unsavory terms to try to bring that person down. You have to do that shit with finesse. not to finesse anybody out of anything, or what they like to say, grifting, because it, like I said last week, when people say that shit, it hurts the smaller content creator. It does, and I hate it for the smaller content creator. I'm not virtue signaling. I mean, everybody who's a smaller content creator, they got to pull themselves up. That's just how YouTube works. Is the reality. But I don't like bullies. I don't like people who try to antagonize through embarrassment or shame or anything like that, because it's never your intent. If somebody says, "Hey, you know what? The younger guys, if you are if you're single, in reasonable shape, financially adept, healthy, no baby mamas." And not necessarily in that order, but there are a couple of important ones. And I mean single as in not married. You can have girlfriends. Hey, let's just face it, everybody's down with OPP in 2023. That's just what it is. I mean, except, us married guys, of course, but you guys out there, y'all are, I don't know what, I mean, but you're having fun. You're having fun. But if you are a man, if you are a brother, a black man, I don't care how other groups do it. If you are a black man, take this advice. If you have those qualities I just mentioned, you have the right to have a standard. Yes, you do. Don't let anybody shame you out of it. And with that being said, let me give you this little disclaimer. You can do whatever the fuck you want to do. You can do whatever your little heart desires. Don't let this old guy tell you what to do. Whatever on that shit. I know it's what some of y'all say, but yeah, let's just yeah, let's just take the time to, like, I put the definition on the screen. Heel in professional wrestling, a heel is a wrestler who portrays a villain, bad guy, or rule breaker, and acts like an antagonist to the faces. The antithesis of that is the baby face, the good guy. That's what I was often viewed as, I would say, throughout my entire life. You're such a good guy. And it was never on a good context. People would actually mistake that kind of thing for weakness. And it was like, huh? This supposed to be coming from a people who went through the civil rights movement. Now, I thought like that when I was younger. These were people that were supposed to like look like me. Like, I'm getting one version out of people's mouths, and then I'm getting another version, in actual experience, and that's not fair to anyone, especially our young people, especially the ones that we have to raise. Now, I'm not saying you got to give a fuck about another person's child, because you don't. If you don't have a child and you have those qualities as a young brother, and when I say brother, I mean melanated, black, ADOS, FBA, FDA, according to Blackfoot, healthy, no baby mamas. If you have all of those qualities and you are a mentally balanced individual, you should have a standard. Don't let anybody tell you shouldn't, because they stupid. And I'm not even telling you to not marry a single mother. I'm not even telling you that. I'm not telling you to marry a single mother. That's the slow tip response. Nah, man, go ahead, man, save somebody. No, nigga, you ain't gotta save nobody. You can do it if you want to. But if she, but I ain't gonna get into I maybe later, maybe when I get a little bit more warmed up. But who doesn't agree with that logic? I mean, tell me who doesn't agree with that logic? Hurry up and buy. Laugh my motherfucking ass off. Emoji, emoji, emoji. Damn right, hit that like button on the way in and hit that subscribe. LaShawn Jefferson, hey, watch them all caps, man. Oh, you're not doing it all the way through, but watch all caps. I want you to draw the wrong attention. Reason her sons ain't men, no shit is a secret. Yeah, I get what you're saying though. However, catastrophic impact X83rd power. What's good, fam? Hope everyone is doing all right. Yes, positive vibes over here. Positive vibes. Oh, I'm showing the other screen. And I thought I was showing. No, man. Shoot, sorry about that. Let me stop sharing that. Showing the other screen. Yeah. That's why Ric Flair Nature Boy is the woo. He said like so. Damn. Let me try this again. Let's see. All right. Boom. There it is. Heal. Okay. All right. So here's the problem right here with everything that I just said. Um, not the problem for real, but the problem that others may have with that is that how dare I tell someone they should have a standard? Did I outline what that standard is? Did I tell that man what to do? I'm just saying that he should marry a baby mama if he want to, but she should share some of those same qualities. She should be financially adept. She should be single. She should be in reasonable shape. She should be healthy. She should have no baby daddies. So you get what I'm saying, a kind of a matching energy thing, saying that if either one of you are below, you have no reason to complain about what the other is not doing. If you have a kid, it doesn't make sense to want someone with no kids. That's dumb shit. Shoot. Now, with that being said, if I would prefer that there were a culture of melanated, black, FBA, FDA, ADOS, colored, whatever terminology you would prefer to give our people a distinction, because we can't deny the existence of this and everyone else sees it, and they see it in themselves and they see it in the people who look like them. So they have a pretty good economy going as far as that. And they use us as their racket. So what's wrong with anyone saying that to you? I mean, if you really think about it, it's like, show me the person that goes to the black grocery store, the black restaurants, the black gas stations, the black shopping centers. Show me the person. Show me the people who can incorporate all of that into their everyday lives. And other ethnic groups have a chance of doing it like that. But you can't be a guy that's in business for yourself and then say fuck everybody else, because we do have some of those. And the thing is, although I am proud of the success of any black man, whether it be on YouTube or not, you can't use that to shit on people. And yeah, like I said, if saying that kind of shit, if saying that kind of shit makes me the heel, the bad guy, the son of a bitch, then okay, fine, cool. I'm good. I'm good for real, for real. I know the people that matter don't believe that shit, but besides that, I believe it. I mean, that's what's important at the end of the day. So hey, convince me otherwise. But if I want that group of people that I just described to be shining examples for our children, and even in saying that, if I don't want my child reciting the lyrics to WAP, which she doesn't, let me say that again. If I don't want my child reciting the lyrics to WAP or any other negative fucking song, and I'll have to watch the ones that the kids sing too because they be trying to sneak shit in there. But the whole thing is this: is the importance of a father in his daughter's life, just like the importance of a father in their children's life, or the importance of a father in his son's life. I have to say this, daughter thing first because I have a daughter, therefore, that's kind of shit. I don't that's and I've said this before. That's the primary reason why I don't care about these motherfuckers feeling. I don't care about if hoes mad. We got this hoes mad movement by these dudes that try to use that and say, you know, call themselves a certain manhood. You assert manhood by, ignoring all the shit that that is going on for real. And yeah, I don't believe such. Don't ask me for shit if you don't want me to care. I mean, I'm just saying, don't ask me to care if don't ask me to care if you have that mentality. You're supposed to lead. Say, okay, well, hey, don't complain. Your leader has spoken. Hey, tell you the truth, I don't care what you niggas do, but there's a consequence. It can be mentioned, and mentioning shit hurts people. Therefore, I do feel as if I have a purpose to delivering messages to folks. I mean, that's what it's all about, right? Saving the mentality of you guys so this whole community thing can work just by, hey, you know what? Just sharing what I think. Just giving you my perception. That's it. My perspective. It's not meant to hurt you. If it hurts you, then look. It doesn't hurt me when people insult the space, insult the black manosphere. I know as a defender of the space, which let me tell you something, some close confidants in my background don't understand that shit. But, I just have to stay consistent and go with what I believe. And if I say that I believe in the space's potential, and at the same time say that certain guys aren't the entire space, you need to read into that a little bit more. If you are an ally and you start to serve as a hindrance to me or to progress, I will be the motherfucker to hit you with the chair shot. I'm not playing with this. It's like I don't come up here and talk about shit like this for nothing. I don't. It's just that I'm telling you what's going through the minds of black men, sensible black men, thinking black men, and not this bullshit that, these people have started to Well, not really started. This shit's been going on for a long time. And believe me, men who have worked on themselves and become better, they're focused on this shit too. They may not want to say it so much because why bother? And let me tell you a truth. Guys like that, they do well. The why bother guys, focus on yourself. It's just that one thing that I would say for people like who has time to come up here and say all this stuff when they watch people who have time to come up here and say all that stuff. What I say is this: there are 24 hours in a day. There's so much you can do with that 24 hours. Believe me, all of it ain't spent pooping. Shoot, try to give people some credit. Stop thinking that you're the smartest person on the fucking planet. Reserve that honor for me. See, heels will say stuff like that. But, I don't really mean that shit. I just be kidding around. Or am I? I mean, shit, I believe in the absolute most direct solution. There's other things that I have to consider. And the number one thing is everybody isn't me. Everybody doesn't think like me. Someone may have another solution. Someone may have a better solution. But we have to allow and have the environment to breed those ideas so those ideas can multiply and produce as long as it's positive. I agree with all this other shit. Don't focus on people who are already traitors. Read into that a little bit more. What I like about the heel in professional wrestling is there's no bullshit with them. It's black and white. No bullshit. If you have to go into an environment where everybody hates you, then so be it. Go into environments where everyone hates you. Go into an environment where everyone doesn't agree with you. Have the courage to be disliked sometimes. Everything ain't about being everyone's friend or having the approval of everyone agreeing with you. Think about it for yourselves. Those of you watching and those of you in the chat, think about that shit. What goes through your mind when someone disagrees with you? What goes in your mind? What goes through your mind when someone disagrees with you? What is your first reaction? Are you good at emotional intelligence, as they like to say? A term that is often used to gaslight you, but take things literal here. Conflict resolution. Are you good at that? Most of us aren't. Shit. At the end of the day, you have to have a winning attitude and hope you don't die before you get the chance to win. That's everybody's biggest fear. Before I have my biggest victory, will I be taken away from all of this? Hey, we don't know the answer to that. None of us do. So why not be the heel? Why not be the guy that, okay, since you guys want to antagonize us, let me, Kev, show you what an antagonist is. And don't worry, I'm very wise with choosing my battles. When I have something to say, I'm not necessarily doing it to start a beef. That's that emotional intelligence I'm talking about. I'm not a screamer. anybody that watches this channel on a regular basis, and those people exist, hybrid catastrophic impact X83rd power. I had to single you out, bro. I just be, I got to pick on y'all sometimes. Those people will know that I ain't on that bullshit. Now, I'm not on that little yelling and throwing fits and talking about people. Do I insult people sometimes? Yeah, I'm not perfect. Who amongst us are? Let he who is without sin cast the first stone. I will agree with this. Every villain is the hero of his own story. The one you should be afraid of is the guy who's the bad guy in his own story. Like, that motherfucker is ridiculous. Yeah. So they give us this responsibility. The naysayers, the people who spit all over you and disrespect you for dare being a black man that opens your mouth. Oh my God, it's happening again. When you open your mouth and speak freely. And this is no different from what, your grandfathers went through in the 40s with white men. But hey, we're dealing with our people. So what you're gonna have to do is sometimes in order to deal with, the bullshit, you gotta sometimes debase yourself to a level that is more primitive as far as your speech. Sometimes. Not all the time. But choose your battles wisely. For those of you who want to come under the ideology of being a heel, heed these next words, especially if you're black and you're in America. If you're in other parts of the country, the least not the country, I'm sorry. If you're in other parts of the world and you listen to me, you can at least care. But hey, you know what? Just listen anyway if you don't. Fuck. Care if you're here. Okay, I'm tell you this. The only true way to save, quote fingers, save the black melanated ADOS, FBA, FDA, according to, old boy, colored community. Okay, I keep saying this word colored. It was an interesting fact that I was talking to an old timer this weekend because I still respect older black men, even though I do have a couple of issues here and there. Who doesn't? I still have respect for him. An interesting fact about the word colored. He was telling me back in the day when he was growing up, the insult was to be called black. If you call somebody black, they feel as if you insulted them and they wanted to fight. I asked him what was the preferred terminology. You know what he told me? Colored. If you're a young person and you ain't made every old person in your life angry with you, go and ask them. They'll probably tell you the same thing. But getting back to what I was saying, the only true way to save the black community, aka the Ta, thank you, Shaka Nulu, is to reaffirm the importance of the black nuclear family. Let's look that up. Nuclear family. Oh no, he's telling us that save the community and families and not get rich and give up my resources to a woman. No, I ain't saying none of that shit. If you were who you say you were, you should be able to do all that shit anyway. But hey, what the fuck do I know? A couple and their dependent children, regarded as a basic social unit. Oh, here we go. You all know what I meant by that. That's that politically correct meaning. What is the meaning by nuclear family? A group of people who are united by ties of partnership and parenthood and consists of a pair of adults and their socially recognized children. Typically, but not always, the adults in the nuclear family are married. Okay, let me tell you what that means since they're trying to be all vague and sensitive. Okay, say there is a man and a woman. They love each other, they get married, then they have kids. That is a black nuclear family. Let's see. Should have used better terminology? I don't know. African American family structure. What is the black nuclear family structure? The African American simple nuclear family structure has been identified as a married couple with children. The traditional norm is a composition of African American families. Okay, so my definition of that: a man, a woman get married, have children, have a legal union with children that they birth. And look, I'm not like I said, I ain't saying that the off chance if you run into a woman who already has a child and then you get married to her and you put two, three more children in her like Russell Wilson and Sierra. But it doesn't have to be like Russell Wilson and Sierra. It could be your own little thing. That which is quite discouraged in the space, as I would say. But I would never tell anyone to do that. So anyway, and remember, match energies. Match energies. If you already have a kid, then hey. If you're a guy, if you already have a kid. But if you want the truth, someone, somebody, someone, preferably a parent, has to start teaching the boys not to shoot the club up until you get married. Or don't shoot up the club at all. That's it. Is and we're a long ways off of that. So hopefully our grandkids could probably get that message. Don't let the TV teach you. It has all you doing all kinds of funny shit. And why I say the boys, because if we are gonna make this claim that we are these critically thinking men and we are the leaders, we have to put our boys in sort of a leadership position, which means that he has to be disciplined in the ways of life, meaning that he can't be dropping kids and all these girls. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that he can't have a bunch of kids and then be a leader of the free world because, I mean, that is if you want to use Donald Trump's example. And that didn't turn out too good. I mean, I'm just saying, be married or don't have a like just if just be married or don't have a kid at all. And accidents happen. That's why we have things such as child support court for those accidents, because that's the way the law operates. Unless she agrees and you agree to sign rights away, you can't say nothing after that. But if you don't, that's what it is. You don't teach the boys that as a way of saying that you need to do better because you're a black man. You teach the boy that because you don't want them fucked up. It's that simple. You don't want them fucked up. Got all these babies out here by these women that's just ripping his damn income apart. Dude can't do shit with that. So What would be wrong in saying something like that? What would be wrong in saying, telling, hey, young man, you got everything going for you. You know, leave them hoes alone. Get you a righteous woman. Now, if he want to be, if he want to pursue hoes, if he want to do that, hey, as long as he doesn't catch an STD and as long as he doesn't get one pregnant, who's saying that you can't have a sexually fun life? Not saying that. What I've said this entire time was just don't be shooting the club up. There's a such thing as a condom. If you make it that far in life, you deserve a woman that can provide the same thing. Or, we never required women to, let's face it, with men aren't looking for a woman's accomplishments. She's not. They're not. I mean, he's not. Sorry. They're looking at how the woman looks most of the time. And if she is a very well balanced person, like I'm talking about looks and attitude, not just looks, because like looks ain't everything, because those can fade, especially if she don't take care of herself. She don't have a combination of the package or anything like that, then hey, it's your fault. It's your fault from here on out. If you choose to deal with a person like that, it's your fault from here on out. And think about this. We can't expect the opposite sex to think. Some can, most can't. So let me repeat that. Someone has to teach the boys not to shoot the club up until he gets married. Because obviously, no one is teaching the girls to keep their legs closed. I mean, shit, it's like rubber or no rubber with these hoes. And notice the words I'm using. It's like, shit. We live in a culture where they say it's your fault if you get yourself into that. That's it, and let's be honest, it is. With everything, with all the information that we have at our disposal, if you do some stupid shit like go around getting girls pregnant, knowing the consequences is you will not have an income. If you don't have some $1 million plan, it ain't even got to be $1 million plan. It can be a 6-figure plan. And you better be paying everything on time, because the off chance that you impregnated a piece of work, like a lot of these guys complain about. I mean, shit. What's wrong with telling somebody not to get yourself in a stupid ass situation? Ain't none of these people teaching these girls. They teach these girls. Look, they teach them, hey, don't let nobody tell you what to do with your body. Which is more for in some aspects, yeah. But they missed the part about accountability. And yeah, that's wrong. That's fucked up, and they should do better. Yes, they should. But hey, like, bro, you got to move. Very smart. This world ain't on your side. None of this shit is designed to be on your side. And for that, if people say that, hey, I'm a bad guy because of that shit, hey, look, I embrace being the heel. Embrace that shit, brothers. If you truly care, you'll embrace that shit, because see, we're dealing with the kind of people that don't like that shit anyway. We're dealing with the kind of people that don't want to hear it coming from people who actually have those experiences, is like they do. They don't want to hear that shit. And let me tell you something. The worst thing about being a heel is you ain't got to do none of that shit. You ain't gotta be going out getting these girls pregnant. You ain't gotta have multiple baby mamas. You ain't gotta be a drug dealer. Oh yeah, they or what y'all like to call a pookie. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try my best not to use that word because it's like that shit. It's important that this is the message that we get out to these guys. You know, while they still have a chance, not to do what a lot of these motherfuckers out here have done. And we're not perfect. None of us are. I don't know why y'all out here acting like y'all perfect. Like everybody be in these chats, in these audiences. I mean, you know, various audiences throughout all these spaces. And they act like they're so perfect. What people hate about people who tell the truth is what we require is that things are already in place for those realities that you seek. The reality that you haven't done anything fucked up. You know what I really hate when people say that a toxic mom is just as bad as an absent father because people don't understand what they're saying when they say that. Meaning that it is like, why is the influence toxic? Couldn't a well balanced mother that knows that what she has to do be able to raise a good kid? I mean, still, there's no balance in that. But keep in mind what I said. No one's teaching these girls to keep their legs closed. Some of us are doing it. When that time comes, I'm a damn sure do it. But I'm the man. What better person is in a position? Who is in a better position to tell these girls that, hey, you know what? You shouldn't open your legs to everybody except for these women. And women used to do that. They used to. But those women are dying out. And I know a bunch of these guys out here, they love hoes. They love hoes because they can fuck hoes. And they want an endless supply of hoes. Because they wouldn't be shit as a husband. I guarantee it. But hey, I mean, I just said that because I heard a lot about what people say about husbands in a lot of these other spaces. I'm not stupid. I mean, a lot of people would like to paint the normal black man as a stupid individual, especially in this space. But nah, I don't do that to the brothers. I don't do that. I believe that most are coherent and understand English when it's spoken to them, or they should at least. A lot of these simps will pretend they don't, but they know exactly what is being said. Shoot. So, for all of you future Manispherians, and please come to this space with the right mentality. Don't come here. Yeah. There are some problematic women out there, but hey, don't come in like this is some new shit. You got to understand also that there are problematic men. And I mean, like this is nothing that we should be ignoring to go with one narrative or the other because I don't know reasons. You're all grown ups. Mm, see what I got going here. See what I got going in this dang one Southpaw 2K1 Blu-ray. Toya Rakeem Tate allied to the Black Manosphere, or you in particular? I mean, whichever one you want to rock with, bro. I can't make you guys like the Black Manosphere. I cannot make you do it. You have to choose to do it, and that's not some type of devil's deal either. All I'm saying is the power and the freedom of human choice, which plenty of bad, horrible human choices have been made by many people, but is still human choice. Um, if you've had any form of guidance in your life, like I would even say we could even stop at the second grade teacher with that. You understand human choice. Roguish. What's going on? Richard Pryor spoke about that in the past in a bit. Black Light Revelations. There are 21 people in the chat and only 16 likes. Hit like and share the stream. What's going on, Rob? Ain't nobody perfect. Remember when they made that movie theaters? Oh, No Country for Old Men. No Country for Old Men is one of my favorite films. And yeah, it's a film where the bad guy won. I mean, he didn't come out of it unscathed, but like, sure, and Anton Chigurh, that motherfucker was not playing. That motherfucker that motherfucker wasn't playing. Yeah, I mean, like, very 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 well done film. It just didn't look like it was that expensive. Now those are the stories right there that are truly good. Shoot, what it do? Yeah, so that's all I'm saying, man. Look, who was it that said that shit? Bruce Lee had the courage to be disliked. I think it's a very good quote. I'm sure some black man somewhere has a similar quote. Bruce Lee. Type that in. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, found it. What do you know? Yoga me. What it is. Thank you for the super chat. Always for anyone that gives me. Thank you for your generosity. I really appreciate it. Just genuinely appreciate it. Yeah, I just want to let y'all know with this thing. I come up here and I do this because I want to do it. I mean, whatever y'all think of whatever we are doing up here, for me, it's not a grift. It's not a grift. So have the courage to be disliked. Another great quote by Bruce Lee. Having the moral courage to do what is right in any given situation could lead to you being disliked, but doing the right thing, it is always the right thing to do. Yeah, it is. It's indisputable. When you do the right things, it's like no matter what happens, right will follow you. But what is the right thing? The right thing is not like there. What this quote is saying is the right thing is not always something that people are going to agree with. Say, for instance, if you find a bag of money, I mean, this could be a regular ass bag of money. I mean, it's not even government issued bag with tracker. I'm talking about like a garbage bag full of money. Would you try to find out who that money belonged to. I mean, anything could happen. You could be one of these hood guys that start spending a lot of money. Then some dude, some drug lord sends his goons out there to put his ears to the street and see who's been balling out of control lately. No, that's the literal plot of Choices, the movie. you know, y'all know what I'm saying. Good shit. I mean, is whatever you decide. What have you seen in the news that person loses large sum of money? Hey, let me give you a caveat. You're a poor person. Nothing has been going right in your life. I mean, shit, you got kids to feed. Shit, your wife doesn't respect you. And then you find a bag of money. What do you do? Do you try to find out who that bag of money belongs to? Or will you do the right thing? What is the right thing in that case? If niggas are not hating, you must have done something wrong, Riley Freeman. All right. Christopher Polk. What's going on? And Blu-ray says, ain't nobody perfect. Nah. Yeah. Here's a little tidbit. Anyone without any type of training or guidance is naturally evil. Think about it. Think about it. Anyone. Anyone who doesn't have any guidance in their lives or the correct guidance in their lives will lead to destruction. It always leads to destruction. It always leads to destruction. With a child not getting the proper exposure to leadership and nurturing, which I can say I am a very lucky person, a very blessed person, as some people would say, to have so many people that were actual guides in my life. You know, if you don't have that, you're going to be evil. If you don't have the proper training, you're going to be evil. If if you don't understand how to deal with conflicts, know a little bit about conflict resolution, have a huge degree of emotional intelligence, you will be an evil person. It is just what it is. The sad part about it is, who really could blame you if you did never, ever, 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 ever have the guidance? That you're just a complete savage. Imagine that. A, a, a baby that doesn't have parents, no guidance, no sense of government, and then they somehow manage to become an adult. Just saying, man. If if avoiding that end means that I gotta ruffle some feathers, if wanting to see a better ending to the story, because I know how twisted some of you motherfuckers are, then hey, we probably gonna have to shame you a bit. I'm not saying this shaming always works, but some of you motherfuckers are actually convinced that only shaming works on guys. I never said only shaming works on guys. I said shaming works on guys better than it works on women, a whole lot better than it works on women, and that's part of our conditioning. But you niggas, I will say this again, you all gonna have to get over that shit for 2 seconds. Hell, shoot, what do you think they do on a job evaluation? They shame you. Well, you did this good and this good, but you ought to improve in this, and it'd always be the thing that you think you're doing good at. Wow, it's been an hour. It's been 1 hour. So let's go over some comments, some more comments. You whack, you twisted, your girl's a hoe, you broke, the kids ain't yours, and everybody knows. DMX. Shit. I mean, people have to welcome the idea of shame. That's the only thing. Or you'll get what you get in this space. People constantly call you a bitch. People constantly calling you a coon. So instead of being offended by that, drink it in, breathe it in, take a deep breath, drink those tears. Shit. Health shame is good. Yeah. Man, get out there and walk, man. You getting fat? Ooh. I mean, let me tell you something. I came up in an environment whenever I was out of shape, there's always somebody that told me I was fat. Man, you getting fat? Ugh. Did it hurt my feelings? No, not a whole lot. I'm just playing. But I mean, if it was the truth, it was the truth, man. It ain't nothing. It ain't nothing that you can dispute about that. It's like, damn, I want people to give it to me like that, so I can get on my purpose. Shoot, healthy shaming too. Shit, making sure you do what you got to do. Go to the doctor. Shoot, or just don't put a lot of fucked up shit in your body. Sorry, you not. I don't know what the fuck that means, LaShawn Jefferson. Sorry, you will not ever heterosexual shame. No, 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 no. I know. I think I know what you meant by that. I mean, no, no, no straight man will ever be able to be shamed about being heterosexual ever. That's one thing that shame should never ever work on. If shame works on you about you being straight man, then you need to question yourself. But if you take that statement in the most literal sense, I understand. Part of being adult is part of being an adult is being able to take constructive criticism and improve. Yeah, don't get gaslighted though, because it's like you for many of us we don't know when like what pisses a lot of us off is we don't know when we're being insulted. We catch it. We catch it later on, and then we're all frustrated. Well, you got me. God damn it. My bad. I agree. Someone messaged and didn't mean that was a hip dial. Oh, did you accidentally time somebody out? Uh, I mean, like if you admit that, yeah, go ahead. Shit. At least at least. Hey, everybody, look at Rogish's example. Be as forthcoming as Rogish. I erased someone's message. I didn't mean to do that. My apologies. Oh, you deleted somebody's message. Oh, okay. But be as forthcoming as Rogish. You know, be Be that guy. You know, they in a lot of instances they say don't be that guy. No, what I'm saying is be that guy, especially as a moderator in this chat. I would love for people, if you time somebody out, tell a person that you timed out exactly why you timed them out. But don't power trip. I ain't saying power trip. You know, we don't do that here. They'll do that. They can do that on other channels. But thanks, Rogish. Thank you, Rogish. Anyway, let me get to my last little part. Yeah, you're gonna be a bad guy if you're a part of this. If you claim that you're a part of this space with all that little, I don't know. I need to get these folks out of my algorithm. Cause it's people that I recognize as having free speech, but I don't know, man. Like people say they go away from the things that bother them, but the thing is, if it doesn't help not mentioning shit, so I have to see the actual feedback. So if I hear about it and I do take some exception to it, then I can tell you people why. I mean, say he'll care really. I mean, look, chaos reign. Look, I'm gonna explain to you like I explained to them. Explain to you is it takes some finesse to be a heel. It does not mean you just be cussing folks out. You antagonize everybody. You go pick fights. You go start arguments. But if you are in the presence of stupidity, you should be able to, piss people off in the most intelligent ways and slickest ways possible. That's what I'm saying. Some people deserve to be pissed off out there, and it not doesn't always have to be the Black Manosphere or or members or myself because I'm not a person who projects. Yes, there are things that bother me that shouldn't. I say this all the time. That does not make me a weak person. It might make me a bit irrational at times, but it's not gonna ever be like I'm gonna get too far out of character. I'd rather do that my way. I'd rather not try to humiliate someone. Just make them think at the same time as I'm, being this heel character. And being a heel character is uh, perceived as and it's not really even a character. I'm not playing a character when I come up here. Not for real. It's always been me. This has always been me. It's for real. I'm not faking it with you guys. I know some women have faked orgasms with some of you, but I mean, look, look. Oh God, I'm just saying. You're gonna say things that's gonna piss people off. Some people are not very good at being a heel. I'm gonna name one of them right now. O'Shea Duke Jackson. O'Shea Duke Jackson is not very good at being a heel. Is more like a shameless turd. Hey, I mean, shit. I mean, you want to say all this shit about the space? It has a price. It has a definite price. You want to say shit about smaller content creators such as me? That shit got a price. Shoot, I should be able to do stuff like this and talk to you about some serious shit at the same time. But see, the difference between myself and other content creators is I want to have people that come to me for both of the heel work and all the times that I'm being serious. And 95% of the time I'm being serious. 5% of the time is heel work, depending on how you depict. See, never mind. Shit. Black men can't get along. Okay, well, let's not get along. Let's do things to make it a good idea to get along. Let's start being that way. I'm not saying loot and pillage. What I'm saying is act more like a health inspector. Tell the motherfuckers you gotta clean this shit up. It makes them more mad when you tell them that shit than it is like, I don't know, try to take it from them. Clean that shit up. What are you telling me I gotta clean this shit up for, goddamn it? Hey, I think it's just fine. What I gotta clean up for? Clean it up. Oh, LaShawn Jefferson, I'm glad you asked this question, and I'm gonna tell everybody who's watching why. Women proud how fake they are. Can we be fake? LaShawn Jefferson, if I had the power and authority to command you on what this answer is, this is probably one I would definitely take, but it wouldn't feel genuine. The answer is no. No, no matter how fake a person is, and I knew you were probably being facetious, but um, no matter how fake a person is, no matter how fake a woman is, you cannot bring yourself to the level of a woman. You are a man. You are a black man, more importantly. You are a man. Be that ruthless, nice guy that Roger talks about all the time. I just add a little flair to it. And I'm like that with those who I choose to be that way with. You know, I don't do that to everybody. I don't do it to people that you feel like I should do it to. Just because they pissed you off in the past doesn't mean they pissed me off. Shit, just don't let a motherfucker piss you off. Oh, wait a minute. Let me let me switch to an avatar that really encompasses a villain. Oh, there we go. There we go. That encompasses a heel. Just give you, man. Look, think while it's legal. Everybody, think while it's legal. Yeah, man. So just embrace that shit. If you're gonna be any black, see the problem with a lot of black men is that they haven't embraced it. They think that they think they're actually being good guys by using key words and key phrases, key acronyms. These are the villains that believe they're the hero. I don't believe I'm a hero. Why would I be so cocky and so conceited as to believing that I'm somebody that's gonna save everybody and everything? No, I'm just gonna be that guy that sits back and tries to operate on a common sense level that expects everyone else to operate on a common sense level. And if you're not operating on a common sense level and you self destruct, what in the actual fuck can I do to save that person? Especially if it's a grown ass man. Okay. What's wrong with saying, hey, you know what? It starts when they're born. Having two parents and both people making a decision to stick around and raise and nurture that kid. Shoot, that's where it starts. Once you don't have that shit, it's like a roll of the fucking dice. What you expect me to do with that? What you expect anybody to do with that? Just general common fucking sense. Why the fuck are people like RPM? Thanos was a damn good leader. He knew when to chill and when to be ruthless. Shit, when did that motherfucker chill when he did the thing? Which in reality, yeah, that would be an accurate statement if you were to go by that. Like He was ruthless until he got all the stones, and when he did what he wanted to do, this man did this for the universe's economy, which was insane. But hey, the whole point of Thanos is he got he got what he really wanted, and then he didn't even give a fuck about dying afterwards. Because I guess he'll chalk himself up to that half of the universe that is gone. Common sense isn't common these days. Nope. Nope. I wish the word nope had more than one syllable, because you're right. Common sense ain't that common. It's not. Man, chaos reign. Man, chaos reign. Man, I thought you were one of the good ones, man. Hey man, look, whatever y'all believe, I'm gonna be me through all of it. Galactus is a real heel. Is the real heel. Yeah, that motherfucker eat planets. That motherfucker dines on planets. I mean, but half the universe though. Like Galactus didn't dine on half the universe. Like at one time. I'm sure in some continuity he did, but I mean, as far as MCU, let me tell you something. Even with the current state, it would keeping the current state of the Marvel Cinematic Universe in mind, Thanos is gonna be as good as it gets. Unless they bring in new writers that decide that they give a fuck about having good stories again instead of the message. I have totally withdrawn from the MCU until they can do that great again. Sorry, guys. You fucked yourself with your own benchmark. But anyway. Whew. Anyway. Embrace being a heel. And I know there's some guys out there that's like, oh man, black men are already the heel. All black men do is kill each other. You don't think that's a bad thing for a guy to do? Yeah. I think it's a horrible thing for a guy to do. Is to kill a person based on self-hatred. I'll tell y'all what I'm laughing at in a minute. But I mean, yeah, it's a messed up thing to do. Nobody said it isn't. I mean, if it was like self-defense or revenge, depending on the kind of revenge, shoot, then I can sort of understand. If it's self-defense, I could definitely understand. But just because you want to kill you a nigga, and I doubt that shit happens on a regular basis. This black men, all these black men out here that killing each other, like some of you sorry ass motherfuckers will roll with. Oh man, I just wish I would stop. Oh, and that thing does exist. But what I'm saying is like for the millions and millions of black folks that are in the United States of America, yes, there are some problematic people. There are some problematic cities. There's some problematic communities. And that shit needs to stop. Shoot. We can tell you the root causes, and we can say, hey, from this moment forward, we're going to do better. But the average black man is not waking up in the morning, wake up, brush his teeth. He ain't got to brush his teeth first. Just wake up in the goddamn morning, head still in the fucking pillow, and say, I got to go out here and kill me a nigga. There's no value in us, man. And if the regular ass motherfucker like me has to embrace being the heel character just so some messages can get out there, like most guys in the space that deal with this type of content, then I say that it is definitely worth it. I say it's definitely worth it. Do you understand how many fifis are going insane out here because of this shit? I think we need to take a visit to the community tab. Hold on one second. Let me set it up. Niggas, the only thing that people can get together on. Like, seriously, I mean, like I said, people taking the material they choosing to take in. If they want to take in a bunch of negative bullshit, they shouldn't blame anybody for it. Shit. Let's do this. We ain't taking a look at my community tab in a while. Then I don't know. Maybe I'll go ahead and call this one a night. Appreciate you guys for stopping by. Let's see. All right. But my Morgan Freeman look-alike uh, emoji. Thanks, AI. Let me blow this up a little bit. All right. Dropping gems. This guy definitely needs more shine right here. Alonzo, the All-Star advisor. Yeah, very interesting. When you get a chance, check out what he has to say. Yeah, this is me ranting. Well, y'all keep empowering just pearly things and weaponizing her to cry and moan. And when I say weaponizing her, I should have commented. I should have put a comma because people are, I don't know, they'll read into everything all kinds of ways. They're weaponizing her to cry and moan about the black manosphere. What have you done to empower black people besides not a damn thing? The biggest failures to our own people ever acting like y'all are the blackest of the blackity black. Y'all are complete jokes. Because I understand, you know, I understand like what level of credibility that the people who are the naysayers because of JPT and they're trying to make her into the woman king of the manosphere and all this other shit. It is. I understand that these people aren't. They don't encompass blackness like that. It's not like I said. It's not like they are the blackest people that they just down. They fuck them other niggas because I'm down for my niggas. None of that shit. Like this dear black manosphere, let's keep destroying everyone's fees with this brutal honesty. Sincerely, Kev. Yeah, I shared this one. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. Like who? Stop all that damn crying and act like adults. This person. If the black manosphere was successful, then why did accomplished black men want off the list? I mean, I'm just saying, like who? Like who? I'm not hearing this stuff, and they're definitely not stopping by this channel to tell me they want off the list. Why do the accomplished black men want off the list? And I mean like yeah, there are a couple. I'm not gonna deny the accomplishments and success of people. And we did state that if people wanted off the list, they could contact us, which is awesome. I like when people tell me the truth. Hey, look, man, look. And guess what? She's asking a true question. But not all successful wanted off the list. Not saying that there's a couple of bums, but why did they want off? They wanted off, and in particular, I will give you Ramil's example. He wanted off the list because he didn't want to be known in a space that basically said, like, let me try to word how he put it. He said, The black manosphere. You mean those guys that don't get no pussy? Yeah, that's what he said. Yeah, he doesn't he doesn't want anybody going around saying that he doesn't get any pussy. So that answers one, and he's supposedly successful. I mean, I'm like I said, he is. I mean, it is what it is. But like I said, if you're worried about what people think about you, don't play like all hard and shit like you don't. Like, to say that you don't give a fuck, that's not true. Yes, you do. You do give a fuck. See, when people say they don't give a fuck, that shit sounds good on paper, but they truly honestly do. But I'm not offended by anything like that. So, so I mean, it was a legitimate question, and I gave you a legitimate answer because there are men out there who care about what other people think, and couple for legitimate reasons. They felt as if they did not offer the kind of content that the Black Manosphere was known for, and it's not known on anything good. It isn't. It's not anything good at this point because black people don't value anything black, and that's just the truth. They may say they do, but they don't. Fuck all that. It's just like, so what the hell made us think that? I mean, that shouldn't get the Black Manosphere off the path. It shouldn't get myself as a black content creator off the path. But the answer is because a lot of black men care what people think. They let the littlest things embarrass them. I believe that as a black man, you understand that people are going to say bullshit about you anyway, successful or not, accomplished or not. You're the heel character no matter what. A lot of guys can't accept that. They want to be a good guy, what they perceive as a good guy. A lot of good guys think that they can just be slow tips, simps. A simp make them being a simp makes them a good guy. No, it doesn't. That's that. And in fact, simping is pretty dishonest. Some guys, they believe that, I guess being a Christian, which Christians are generally good people, but some of you motherfuckers make me sick. Some of you do. Everything except the right things. Some because they are. And look, guys. In order to be effective, and I might get my neck cut off for saying this, but I don't give a fuck. I'll take that blade from you and stab you in your fucking nuts. You don't have to be part of a virtual space to accomplish something. You don't. You can just be you. You don't have to be a part of anything. It's just that it's a great thing that you can go to a group of like minds, or in a few cases, better minds. That's a resource. People are a resource. This is what a lot of these motherfuckers don't get. This is what this person in particular does not get. Your biggest resource will always be people. Oh, they got people coming to their channels to listen to. Yeah, yeah. Why cry about something like that? Why cry about people listening to certain folks? Why did accomplished black men want off the list? Because they're terrified of what people think of them. A couple of them don't give a fuck, just like me, about what people think of them. But for a lot of these dudes, it comes from a place of fear. Shit. A lot of dudes think that this list is going to be used by the list, not this list. Okay. The list is going to be used by the FBI. I'm like, shit, look, man, look. They got that list. They got other lists. They got all these lists. And that's just me speculating for the dummies out there. They got all kinds of lists. They got a list of flag terms. All this shit has always existed. They will always watch you. It's YouTube's community standards. Shit. If I say enough crazy shit, this channel's going down. Depending on what that crazy shit is. And it's got to be crazy. I'm talking about literally crazy. I'm not saying it's a perfect system. There's a spiteful idiot in every profession, including YouTube evaluator, whoever that is. But at the end of the day, I always try to remember that this is not my platform in the first place. It is my YouTube channel, but I don't own YouTube. So what can you really do? So what can you really do about it if YouTube decides in the favor of a hater? For those guys out there, I don't want to be on. I don't want to be on the list. Like, okay, it's not that big a deal. It's not. It's not that big a deal. But just like a space, an online virtual space, just like an online virtual space should not hinder your ability to get some pussy. And this is for this person. The online space should not hinder your ability to find a good man. And I'm not talking about good man as in what he can do for you. I'm talking about the character that he maintains for his life and the choices he made as being productive and healthy for him. Not just, it ain't about you spending his money just because you gave him a little vag. And I'm not saying it's about this person in particular because people love to jump up and be, oh my God, he calling me. I'm saying this in general. So let's continue. A guy wants a DNA test. This guy wants a DNA test, but deep down, I think he knows it's his child. Uh, is if you're a critical thinker, you can get past this shit. I mean, is go get a lot of guys in the comments were saying go get a DNA test. Let's see. I mean, I thought the joke. Let me tell you the truth. Let me be brutally honest with you guys. I thought the joke was funny. I thought the joke was funny. I mean, like, and then it's like, for real though, this is suspect. Let's keep it real. That kid can't be any more than like 4. But Viscount Crypto 76 said he's not the only one that has a nose like that. Get the test. Nappy headed booster. It could be Steven Jackson's son. Think about it. I thought about it too. I can't unsee it. I think you should get the test because they look like they can smell if something is fishy. Ha ha. Better safe than sorry. Mandatory. V for now. I think he wants to ditch his responsibilities. Yeah, I mean, if the caption is literal, your lordship doesn't matter. Get the man his test. John Yarb. To be honest, I would get the DNA test because a lot of men in Africa got noses like that. That's why you saying that. I've seen it for myself. He must got a feeling in his gut and he should act on it. How you know he from Africa? Well, I mean, let's keep it real. Uh, but it doesn't say that's from Africa. I'm a little careful with that. Shaka Noodle, those snot boxes don't look nothing alike. And Hybrid, who's in the chat right now, always err on the side of caution. Get your ass to the hospital and get that ish done. Stat. LOL. Order the test immediately. Oh, wow. G-O-Rilla. Yeah, man. Look, glad that I'm dealing with some critical thinkers. That's all I'm going to say. Glad I'm dealing with some critical thinkers. You know, we're getting a DNA test is offensive to these women who they don't know who the father is. These women they went to Freaknik in '94. They came back with a baby. It could be anyone. Shoot. All right, let's continue. Go back. All right. I said this is y'all homie Shay Sade, who wants to date white men. Recent studies suggest that white men are number one preference for women of all races, including black women. Now, to be fair, I did see. Yeah, she said, "Who the fuck wants to date white men?" Okay. Well, I mean, if there's what recent study, that's vague. Number two, have at it, Chad. Have at it, Brad. I shouldn't have said Chad. Chad is a flagged FBI term. Oh yeah, this one took off like rocket science right here. Let me shoot. Let me yeah. Let's see. I be putting this shit up here for the humor. I don't care about like, if people feel shamed. I put up a lot of this shit for the humor. Said this is why non-black men winning because they pay for everything. They paying for your beauty needs, outfit, transportation to date, and giving a gift on the first date. If you look, my mentions nothing but angry black broke men. And she continues up. And then the white man says, as a white man, baby, we not doing any of this. Man, let them tell it. And I've seen a few videos too. Man, look, they'll tell it. They'll tell you all day they ain't the most perfect people in the world. But somehow some black folks, especially these B dubs, feel like that these white men are just like they're beacon of hope, and nobody's trying to scare y'all out of dating anyone. Date who you want, but this is what they are saying. So don't be all disappointed when you don't get access to that generational wealth right away. Or suppose it. Man, let me tell you something, man. I grew up seeing this. All he had to do was act a little black, and he could do just as much as any of these old players out here with beat ups. Like I'm not saying all, not all, but I've seen that produce great results for them dudes. And if it worked, whatever works for you, hey, go for it. Let Brad cook. But hey, deli, not a deli bear. They come up with anything to say. Damn. Like flat fatality. Damon, it warms my heart to know that my white stepdad has my mother wash and iron his clothes, pick his socks and underwear up off the floor for him, cook his dinner every night, and give him two daughters that she get to drive around in the used cars that he buys her. My black ex-wife never drove a used vehicle, and I did our laundry. I love to tell you about the wedding night of the white woman I'm with now and her ex-white man husband, but it would take too long. Take it from people who actually have the experience. Yeah, that comment right there stuck out though. I'm saying, man, I don't deal with like this channel does not deal in dumb people. We're not stupid over here. We know what the fuck we're talking about. Try Houston. One of my first red pills was living in the suburbs and watching two of my white friends. One of them made a black girl wash his car after school before banging her out and completely ignoring her afterwards. Another was when one slept with a girl and he told me that she wanted him to call her the N word. This was back in 1998, 1999. Oh, fun times 1998, 1999 was. Man, shoot. Many of us have stories like this. I mean, I just, just I just use them as reference points for these pro black blackety blacks that sit up there and act like that that what people that don't agree with them saying doesn't reflect their reality because they know it's the truth. They just refuse to accept it because a lot of people just want to be the big dog. Sorry, guy, you're not the big dog. I mean, maybe in some cases, I don't know. Shit, let her tell it. Stockholm syndrome meets reality. Man, shut that down real quick. LOL. Ha, the delusion is real. So why she mad at black men folk if everything is solid? Yeah, that's how most divestors talk. Like the grass is so green on the other side, but it's like these niggas, black men, they broke, they angry, blah blah blah, bullet bag. I mean, they ain't found a white man yet. See, this is why the divestors is mad. That's why they're mad because their reality doesn't fit what the messages they push. As a white man, baby, we not doing any of this. And that doesn't mean they aren't fucking them. Shoot, they'll put up with that shit coming from these guys. They'll put up with that shit. They'll put up with a half baked broke white man. Just like they'll put up with a half baked broke black man. But they'll pretend like the white man is somehow there's some special to him or some shit like that. I mean shit. And when you realize that, when you realize that as a black man navigating through this motherfucker, you will have a better understanding than just sitting up there like, oh why? Oh, they love bread. Oh why? But I get it as a point of reference. Like a few content creators, they use it as a point of reference. Hey, that's nothing wrong with that. But don't let this shit make you mad because you getting mad at some stupid motherfuckers. That's all I'm saying. All right. Yeah. Let's see. Oh shit, yeah. Oh yeah. Oh man. I think I already went over this another broadcast. Yeah, I think so. I don't remember going over it, but he has a valid point. Just for a second. Yeah, I did go over some of this stuff already. Oh man. I don't think I Lizzo declares herself the beauty standard in new post. Whatever you got to do to keep convincing yourself that shit. I ain't gonna read the feedback. It's pretty mean. Light skinned dudes be like, that was a target a certain content creator. If you're light skinned, I'm gonna go ahead and say not all light skinned. Yeah, I already went through all this shit. I do remember going through all this stuff now. No kidding. I never seen a divestor married race play spicy. Young Rome favorite song is Mama from Boys to Men. Yeah, yeah. Shoot. I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna create a poll after I get off this broadcast. I'm gonna ask. I should ask you guys right now. I should create a poll now, but I don't intend to be up here for too much longer. If I had thought about this, I'd have did this. Should I engage in more fuckery? So I'm gonna ask y'all while I'm here, and then I'm gonna create a poll because I get a pretty good amount of participation in polls. Should I create more fuckery? Should I make more fuckery? Should I do more fuckery broadcasts? I don't think that's selling out. Maybe I should yeah, to more so to address the fuckery. I would say address the fuckery rather than to sit there and try to be this virtue signaling channel or whatever. I don't believe that I virtue signal or what I do is virtue signal. Um, I'm just anybody can do like, and I even showed that I can do it on this channel when I center it around something else, like that is a you say I should do a smoke show. Man, I don't think you know what you asking. But yeah, you know what I should do? I should do a smoke show. Man, damn, I came up with some good ideas. Well, I tell you the motherfucking truth, man. If it wasn't for this brain of mine, and I mean that, I mean that what a better idea come out of this brain right here. A smoke show. Boy, boy, yeah. Whoever wants to stop by and give the smoke. Now, that could backfire. That could backfire. And then it could lead to people saying stuff like, oh man, uh man, you get like just like them other channels. You get like them other channels, man. Yeah, I'll do that tomorrow night. No, I've been trying to stick to the serious theme. Maybe I should give the people a week to marinate on it to see if they actually want to come to a smoke show that is hosted by myself. Yeah, I'll do that next Sunday. That's what I'll do. I'll do a smoke show next Sunday. Actually, this show right here, I was supposed to do the Black Manosphere show of the week, but I really wasn't in the place to where I could do a pre-recorded video. Like things, sometimes things don't go as planned, or I was really tied up. So for the effort of the Black Manosphere show of the week, I do apologize to the ones that put up the effort to make sure that this show continues. It's just that it was a really bad day for me. So, uh, That was a question I asked myself with the whole AM thing. I opted to be an example, but it would have been some showing up channel growth. But who wants such energy of progression or energy of aggression? Shoot. Sometimes, like when you do stuff like that, it could cause like a it could it could cost you an exuberant amount of energy. I'm not gonna spend all like look, I have a smoke show, I have a disagreement day because I did when I tried to do it would come tell me why you think the black manosphere is dead. I tried to do it with that. And I always get people who will more so agree with me or try to keep everything at a chill level. And people who told me the truth about what they felt, if they did feel like the space was dead, it wasn't in a disrespectful manner. And I don't expect people to disrespect or be aggressive right offhand. Everybody has a right to their opinion, but that would be for a person like one thing I learned that day itself is or that particular broadcast itself is maybe it's just that I don't say a whole lot of shit that pisses people off. I mean, telling the truth pisses people off, but as far as YouTube goes, with that particular broadcast, it ain't like someone came up there was like, "Fuck you" and everything that you stand for and all this other shit. Like smoke shows aren't really seen as respectful ventures, but I'll try to do my version of a smoke show. But that's gonna be next Sunday. I gotta find something, you know, try to do a little bit more serious theme stuff on Monday. Especially after watching Monday Night Raw. Well, yeah, I should be put in the mood to try to do some back and forth stuff. Maybe it would give Monday night a flair, but at the same time, that could be viewed. Oh fuck that shit. I'll let y'all know. I'll let y'all know. I'll let all of y'all know. I just don't. It's just that I have to be careful with that shit. Like me, I have to be careful, and that's not that I'm scared of anyone else. I'm more afraid of me than anyone else. So keep that in mind. In some cases, it can provide clarity and gain supporters. Hmm. But the here's the thing about that. Here, here's the thing about that. If it gains supporters, will they come for the other stuff? Will they come when I do other things? Do hybrid? Do not saying speaking for yourself. You're here for everything. You're here for everything. But people who do smoke shows is like the people who subscribe because of that. Could they come for other stuff too? Those are the kinds of subs that I want. But I guess I have to show them that I can do both. Well, even with my existing subs, Art New Stall, Sensible Brother, right there. So I'll think about it. I'll think about the smoke show. I'll think about it. If it does happen, it'll be next Sunday or Monday. Yeah, I think if these detractors really care about the black community and progression, they will sub and check out the other content. Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, I'm gonna get out of here. Today was a long day. I really thank y'all for stopping by once again. It's always a pleasure. What time is it? Hmm. Yeah. That's an accurate inquiry. What a great segment, Big Kev. Thanks. Anyway, will they be present for the think pieces as well as the stink ones? LOL. Yeah, yeah. Will they be present for that? I think that would really define me as a content creator. I mean, in a perfect world, that would work, but it's on me to it's on me to make that work. And with that being said, if that takes me being a heel in the way and in the context I've been presenting throughout this entire broadcast, then so be it. And that really doesn't have to include a smoke show. So I'll test that theory. We'll test that theory. For those of you who really listen to me and really take in my content, we will test this theory. If I do gain supporters and subs, will they be around for the other content? As well as, when 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 I say stuff like I want the smoke. I want all the smoke. Like old boy said, I want all the smoke. And don't really want no fucking smoke. It's something I have to mean. I have to mean it. So, all right. It's been awesome, guys. Check you later. Thank you. Long live the habitual line steppers. In Kev we trust. And when you don't give up, you win. Thank you very much.